You know, one thing that was mentioned, Vari, was Vanier and the books. And I know there's a book that our Eden team, you have them read through a biography, ask them to read through, because it stirs our faith to believe for something greater than ourselves.
Yeah, Chasing the Dragon. It's a great one. And she's also shows up in one of the Alpha course sessions as well, as she talks about her faith and how God used her to reach people in China and those specifically struggling marginalized areas of where they were struggling with addiction and so forth. So reading those books gives us an idea of like what God can do in our time. Of course, we read the Bible. We're like, this is what God did. These are the accounts of the past. But then you have accounts now as well today where people are still alive and are writing about what God is doing today. Our God is alive and he's active. He is doing things globally in our own time. He is the same as he was back in the beginning. And so he's doing that still today and empowering us. So I think that our Eden team really was encouraged by that, and we continue to pick up other books. Tortured for Christ is another one. It's a difficult one to read when you hear about someone who's gone through of course, being tortured for his faith. So there are things that I think we can read that will also awaken us to look at our life and our faith here in Canada, where we have it good. Mm-hmm. And so we become less complaining about what we're going through and more appreciative and grateful for the freedom that we have and the safety and the security that we have right now at this moment. And so I think it pushes me when I read or listen to these accounts, these stories. Then it tells me, I tell myself, wow, God can strengthen this person to do this and accomplish this and remain faithful. I want that for me. And so I become more grateful and less complaining.
It's true. It's true. So that book that he was talking about is Chasing the Dragon. If you do have the Coastal Church app, we did put a number of books at the bottom of that app and the link to them, so you can find books like Chasing the Dragon, Vanier, also Tortured for Christ. There's a couple of other ones that are on there as well. So you can find those on there, which are really helpful to read. It's also helpful to go through, as you said, when you read those stories, it challenges us, it challenges your faith, but it does bring you to a place of gratitude. Why are we in the nation that we are in during a time of peace? And it's a preparation time, and so thankful for what God is doing. I know Dave mentioned the Holy Spirit, what he's doing throughout our nation and around the world with young people in particular. A lot of these books were written by individuals. The Cross and the Switchblade, which is still such a popular read. If you haven't read that, about David Wilkerson, and then there's other books to follow from that, from Nikki Cruz. Those books are really instrumental because often those books were written because God touched somebody's life at a very young age. Mm-hmm. And they sold out. There was like, I am all in, and how he used youth and young adults. And it stirs us to pray for the young adults and the youth. And you may be sitting here today and it's like, mate, that's me. By the way, I encourage you, Friday night, we didn't mention, we have Regen Worship Night, which is 18 to 30 right here. Yeah. And come out on Friday night, and then there will be Friday nights throughout the summer, really to have a place where you can come together with your faith and challenge your leadership and your faith for Jesus in telling others. It's really encouraging, as we heard again with Jax, being that faith comes by hearing. And he's like, I want to get baptized, which he was. And I just want to tell other people about Jesus.
That's it.
Powerful.
Very powerful. Yeah. And so if you're here and you haven't been water baptized, maybe you've been holding back. Because I know some people might say that, I don't know what my family will say. Even old people that are older, not living with their mom or dad, but they think about, what would it look like if I go forward with my faith? I think today you heard, do it. Yeah. Do it. Again, let us know, register online. Baptism, it happens every second Saturday of the month. That's a beautiful way to declare your faith publicly.